The sun rose over the Panama Canal on June 12, 2025. Humid air pressed over the Gatun locks, the water still and dark. Massive container ships glided through the canal, commerce flowing as always. In the Miraflores Control Center, engineers sipped coffee, eyes on glowing screens, water levels, ship telemetry, lock diagnostics, everything was green, everything routine. The canal was a monument to human control, a symbol of predictability. The world outside moved on, oblivious. Markets opened, commuters grumbled, the global machine churned. The people here were proud, guardians of a vital link, confident in their mastery. But deep beneath the water, something was about to break that rhythm. The first sign wasn't a bang, but a flicker. A single anomalous reading on a geological scanner. Elena Ramirez, a technician, noticed a red light blinking on a secondary monitor. She almost dismissed it as a glitch, but something made her pause. A flicker of intuition, a sense of wrongness. She leaned closer, coffee forgotten. The stillness of the morning was about to shatter. The canal's mechanical heartbeat was steady, but something ancient was stirring below. The world's pulse was about to skip. Elena's hand hovered over the alert button. Outside, the sun climbed higher, unaware. The canal, for the first time in a century, was about to face the unknown. The anomaly deep below waited, silent and patient. Elena's breath caught as the signal repeated. The day was no longer ordinary. The tremor was coming. The world just didn't know it yet. The stillness was over. Elena ran the diagnostic again. The result was the same. A rhythmic pulse of energy, 2 kilometers beneath the canal bed. Unlike anything in their databases. It wasn't seismic, magnetic, or anything familiar. It was precise, repeating, a metronome in the dark. She called over her supervisor, Marcus Thorne. Marcus stared at the screen, disbelief etched on his face. They ran the scan again. The signal persisted. It was a heartbeat from the deep earth, impossible and undeniable. The geology here was ancient and stable, nothing should be there. Yet the data showed a small, symmetrical object, ovoid, buried in untouched rock. The energy wasn't just a pulse, it was structured, layered, almost like a transmission. But it wasn't any known wave, something new, a language in an unknown medium. The implications were staggering. The object was ancient, and it had just woken up. Panic simmered beneath the surface in the control room. Marcus made a call to a secure number, bypassing normal channels. He described the signal, the depth, the object. No need to say alien. The person on the other end understood. Within minutes, a chain of command was activated. The world outside remained oblivious. But here, reality was shifting. The pulse from below was growing stronger. Elena and Marcus exchanged a look. Fear, awe, and responsibility. The canal's routine was broken. The anomaly was now their problem, and soon, the world's. The signal's beat echoed in their ears. The countdown had begun. The unknown was rising. The world would never be the same. The response was immediate. The Panama Canal was closed within hours. The official story? A critical lock failure. The truth: military lockdown, global shipping halted. Special ops, scientists, and intelligence teams converged on the canal. Deep penetrating probes were deployed into the murky water. The world waited for answers. The first images were breathtaking and terrifying. Encased in ancient bedrock was the capsule, smooth, seamless, a perfect void absorbing all scans. The energy pulse glowed faintly from its core. It was undeniably artificial and ancient. Drills shattered, lasers failed. The material was impenetrable. Yet the object, nicknamed the Locust, broadcast a signal that defied physics. The field it emitted expanded, subtle but pervasive. Technicians near the site reported migraines, vertigo, and a sense of being watched. Some heard a faint hum no device could record. Scientists were baffled. Generals were afraid. The Locust was a paradox, inert yet warping reality. Attempts to communicate were met with silence. The Locust's pulse continued, indifferent to human questions. With every beat, its influence spread into water, land, and air. The anomaly was no longer just beneath the canal, it was becoming part of it. The world's heartbeat had changed. The cover story unraveled in less than 2 days. Satellite images and leaks revealed the scale of the military operation. The world's media erupted in speculation. Weapon, submarine, terrorist threat? The truth, when announced by the US president, was stranger. An object of unknown origin, active and mysterious, had been found beneath the canal. Panic swept the globe. Markets crashed. The world's sense of certainty shattered. The Locust dominated every conversation, every headline. Religions and scientists alike struggled for answers. The Locust was a question mark at the center of human understanding. Was it a weapon, a probe, a god? No one knew. The canal became a pilgrimage site and a flashpoint. The Locust was not just a Panamanian or American problem, it was a human one. That night, the world went to bed changed. The age of certainty was over. The economic fallout was catastrophic. The canal's closure shattered the global supply chain. Ships rerouted, costs soared, shortages spread, inflation spiked, shelves emptied. The abstract economy became a daily struggle for survival. Social unrest erupted, protests, riots, blame. Nations hoarded resources, borders closed, the world's intricate web of commerce unraveled. Black markets thrived, desperation ruled. The Locust, silent beneath the canal, had laid siege to the planet. It hadn't fired a shot, but it held the world hostage. The pulse from the deep was now the world's erratic heartbeat. Civilization teetered on the edge. Geopolitics shifted overnight. Old rivalries faded, a new alliance formed, US, China, Russia, Europe, united by the unknown. The Anomaly Response Directorate, ARD, was created in Panama, pooling the world's brightest minds. Scientists, strategists, and indigenous elders worked side by side. Ancient prophecies and cutting-edge data were both considered. The Locust's energy field was now detectable worldwide, a faint planetary hum. New phenomena emerged, shared dreams, flashes of insight, and madness. The Locust was not just an object, it was a broadcast, changing minds. Unity was born of fear, but tested by the Locust's influence. The world's best struggled for answers. The Locust remained an enigma. Its presence was now inescapable. Humanity was united but also unsettled. The mystery deepened. The world did not end, it changed. Panic gave way to adaptation, local agriculture, regional trade, new communities. The Locust's presence forced innovation and connection. Its energy field sparked new art, music, and philosophy. Science and spirituality began to merge. The Locust was not an invader, but a catalyst. It revealed a universe larger and stranger than imagined. Humanity slowly accepted. The Locust was not a threat, but a cosmic alarm clock. It forced us to confront our fragility and potential. The fear remained, but so did awe. We were part of a grander story. The canal stayed closed, a monument to the old world. The Locust pulsed below, a reminder of mystery. We learned to live with the question. This was not an end, but a beginning. The tremor had passed. In the new stillness, humanity listened.